One thing I know about coming down to Gloucester, Massachusetts is what I feel. And what I feel when I come down here, you can hear the chirping of the birds, seagulls flying around, that smell of that salt beer, and that thing just penetrates you. And you just want to just jump out. It's like this little oceanfront community that offers so much that a lot of people just don't know about. And I think when we explore it, we could show you a thing or two. Welcome to the Wandering Bostonian. People always ask me, hey, if I'm coming into Boston, where am I gonna go? And I know the first thing in my mind, or the first person in my mind that pops up and place is Gloucester, Massachusetts, and Joey Cimitaro. Cimitaro. He's got this like Sicilian name, and we've been trying to learn how to spell it and pronounce it our whole lives. What we're up here for, it's a thing called Fiesta. I mean, what is Fiesta? I mean, people say it's a carnival.
No. Don't say it. It's insulting to say it's a carnival. It's not a carnival. Fiesta's a celebration. Everybody in town takes part in it. Celebrate our fishing culture, blessing of the fleet. It's the St. Peter's Fiesta. We honor the patron saint of the fishermen, St. Peter.
Okay. So there's a parade. There's actually a parade that goes down on Sunday if you're down here. And it comes through the...
There's the seine boat races, the Greasy Pole competition, which is a greased telephone pole that gets tapered. They kill themselves trying to get the flag.
A broken rib or a pelvic bone or a head fracture or something like that. It's not easy being greasy.
No, but it is really a very, very special time. Another thing that's really special about Gloucester is the sense of community. Everybody really identifies, and it brings the whole city together.
All year long, all the lobster guys, all the fishermen, that's all they talk about. Like that one week in the middle of summer where you don't get crushed.
It's pretty epic.
You're a captain now. You have a boat now.
That doesn't mean I'm a captain.
It doesn't mean he's a captain.
That would be disrespectful to the real captains out that are going out there.
They're slugging it out in the middle of October and rain.
I'm just a recreational boater. I'm not a captain. I'm not trying to make a living out on the ocean. I'm on the docks selling the product.
That's where it all happens. That's what's going on right now. We're in here with tight lines, pulling some beetles from the ocean. This guy's been out all morning, slugging it away, dumping bait in there and getting out some lobsters. This is what makes this whole community happen right here. The fish, the lobsters, right? If we didn't have that, nothing else would happen. It's like tiramisu. Roger. Hey, it's like different layers of things happen around here in Gloucester. I guess it's this part of the day where I can take my sunglasses off a little bit. I'm actually in the warehouse, and what we're doing over here, well, what he's doing over here, we does every day, weighing the lobsters, filling out orders, and picking, going through them. The culls, the chicks, jumbo, there's different sizes of lobsters. So it depends on what you want and what you order. For me, that's when we know about it. You weigh them, you sort them. Joey's the guy, he knows more about what actually happens to the process. So, these are the ones that just came in off the boat? Just came in. So that's what you get. And if you come down here and buy lobsters, you're not getting something that's been sitting on the shelf. This stuff just walked off the boat a few seconds ago. And again, what he has to do is now go through and sort them and find out what lobsters are in what class, and then fill the orders accordingly. And the bands don't make a difference. They're just different color bands, right?
Yeah, like bands just whatever color band the guy having to pick up off the boat.
Yeah.
It's not indicative of a quality or a size.
Right. Look at all these. I mean, you got to be careful too, because they definitely are biters. Look at that one. You got a hold of a leg. These things are biters, let me tell you. But these taste so good. This is what you drive out of Boston for, and you want good seafood, and you want fresh seafood, is you're driving out to get these guys right here. Look, it's a lobster fight. Then lock them down.
Let go and twist.
Twist. It did twist.
Let go.
Twist it more. There you go. It's got them. So if you don't have a band on them, you've been in there, you know, working other people up in there. That's a big claw on that one. And again, just steamed, right? I mean, when I was a kid, we had them steamed in seaweed up in the hunt. Or used to have all the military get together, and they used to pile up seaweed and put the lobsters in between them and the clams and the steamers and the corn and everything would be in with the seaweed, and they'd cook them up. And all the military guys would get together and talk about World War II and Vietnam and Korea. And all the lobsters came from donations because it was for the veterans of the foreign wars. And that's one thing that I remembered, you know, back in the day. Just amazing seafood here in Boston and Gloucester area. But if you want the best, you come to Gloucester.
If you're here for 2 days, these are things that you have to do. You have to go on a schooner sail.
Okay.
You have to, because it's short money. You get out on these authentic schooners. They take you all around the inner harbor, outer harbor. You see what it's really like to be on a boat for short money. Number 2, whale watch. If you haven't been on a whale watch before, they're gonna bring you, and it's like you're seeing real life-size dinosaurs. They're
popping up out of the water, right?
And they're like 20 yards away from you, and it's magnificent. Okay, absolutely magnificent. The Maritime Heritage Museum, the Cape Ann Museum, great, really world-class museums in Gloucester, and our Italian bakeries and coffee shops.
So the big Italian community.
You think it's big Italian. Cafe Sicilia, Virgilio's, Clefani's. These are all places that you're gonna get epic sandwiches.
You guys got to slow it down when he's talking about all these different places. They're just coming at me right now.
No, I mean it's epic. I mean it's over the top. You know, half the cost of Boston. Walkable, delicious, ridiculous, authentic. Not a recreation of a working seaport. It is a working seaport. Right. You know what I mean? It's like, this isn't Disney World.
Right.
This is super authentic.
If you walk into the street in Gloucester, down on Main Street, and you see Virgilio's, you'll see this giant awning, this really quaint little brick building. It's all like different angles and sizes. It's like, it draws you in. It's like gravity, and gravity when it comes to Italian ice.
At Virgilio's, I don't even know how we got behind the scenes like this, but we're gonna scrape. Ah, there we go. We're gonna scrape it. That's the way you do it. Pop it in there, and then you got this little trigger that lets it go. Well, that's about it. I'm not wasting any. I'll lift it off the floor if I have to. It's amazing. Virgilio. You know how good the Italian ice is at Virgilio's. And I know, if you've been around, I know it. This is some good stuff. Not only that, I see flecks of actually lemon zest in this. So talk about a nice flavor, a nice zest in this, and the scrape, it was totally worth it. The wandering Bostonian will wander into this place any day of the week. We found ourselves again on the Wandering Bostonian, and just north of Boston, where this festival's going on. I think it's called Fiesta? Fiesta. And I'm here with Bianca, and she's from Castaways. And like, why do people come up to Gloucester? Why do people come to Castaways?
So we see a lot of tourists in the summer, for our beaches, our restaurants, our downtown really kind of comes alive in the summer seasons. And then, we do see a lot through the winter as well, where you get that real look and feel.
Okay. So it's basically a place for everybody.
Absolutely.
Whether you're a local or you're a traveler or you're coming into town. And it's in the center too. You got like a great location here.
Yeah, we're kind of right center to everything.
You're in the crazy suite in Gloucester. Like, you want to go interview in Gloucester during Fiesta? Are you crazy?
It is a crazy week, and we're just at the beginning of it, so it's just starting. My grandmother actually was they lived down on Beach Court right there near
Yep, I know Beach.
And they were kind of ones who kind of started it way back.
Wait a minute. Your family started it.
Yeah, they're part of the very beginning of it. And, you know, it just kind of been passed down from generation to generation.
I'm refreshed.
Perfect.
It tastes so good when it's your lips.
Oh man, it's feisty.
Yeah.
That's a hermit
That's
crab,
a French
man,
meal.
not escargot.
Yeah. Can you see the hermit crab again? Because he was awesome. He put on quite a show. You know who that is? It's Sebastian. Under the sea, where everything's better, everything's wetter, under the sea. Yeah. Wow. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. You're liking this raining, huh? Stirs up the sediment. So those are the bottom feeders. Those are the cleaners of the ocean, right? That and the lobster. Wow, you see the size of that? We got a big one. He's trying to get at that snail, I think. Ah, he's got a snail. He's staying on its snail business. 1 in 100 million. That blue lobsters, they're famous, let me tell you. And then you have a yellow one over here, right? Over on the other side. There's some really unique lobsters in this tank. These are not the eating lobsters though, right? No? As the Wandering Bostonian, we got up here to Gloucester, Massachusetts, and for a bunch of different things, for the food, for the culture, for the actual history, and what brought this place to life in the fishing community. One place I like to stop at, you know, even before I go to some place like Fiesta for a festival and do some partying, I come to the Maritime Museum to find out the history of this city, find out how these schooners were built, find out the reason why it was so profitable to come over to America and create jobs here. And another reason why this harbor right here, when you come out and you go into that whole bay and they call it Cape Cod, well, they didn't call it Cape Cod first. The fish were so plentiful, they said you could walk across the cod getting to the other side of Provincetown. So a lot of history here, a lot of fishing, and a lot of good times. I can't wait for you to see everything Gloucester has to offer. Another thing that actually built here, when you look at not just shipbuilding, but what about rigging? What about sails? What about the timber that they need? So whole infrastructure of boating was built in this area because they had to supply the sail. They had to supply the rope. So Dulong, looking at the rigging bench right here, can you imagine putting all these lengths of rope together or getting the sail or getting the timber to make it, how many artisans you need to build these ships? So not only did it build a fishing community, it built a community of shipbuilders. Can you imagine, like, you know, back in the 1800s, these little schooners pulling up and they had this little fish in wholesale retail And there must have been many of these little shacks, you know, down there that, to receive all this. Another thing you talk about, that little box truck there, that was carrying ice. Could you imagine that? You didn't have refrigerators back then. You know, they were cutting ice from these ponds, sell them on the actual seashore to ship this stuff overseas, and even back to England, because that's the reason why they wanted this property. That's the reason why they wanted to control America. They wanted this colony to produce food, and let me tell you, they produced a lot of food out here. All this talk about schooners. What do we have to do? We found a new captain almost, right?
Yeah.
That can drive one of these guys, and we're on one right now in Gloucester. I'm with AJ, and we're on the Ardelle, right?
Yes.
And this is something we can actually go out on if we come here to visit?
Yeah, so this is a 49-passenger vessel. We do educational programs partnered with Maritime Gloucester. And what we do is we take people out and show them the traditional ways of sailing and these boats and how they're made and constructed. And we show them about all of our local history. And we just introduce them to what's in our backyard.
I mean, look at your backyard.
Oh,
That's pretty incredible. People from all over the world come here to see what's in your backyard. But to be on a traditional older boat like this, and when you sail, it's different than a smoker.
Yeah.
You know, it's that relaxing feeling. You know, it's how we all got here. You know, and how we actually made the United States. We came over on boats, and the only way we could do that is they learned how to ferment beer, because water was poison back then.
Yeah.
And you couldn't transport it, so water would spoil, and you would die on a boat going across the Atlantic Ocean if you didn't have the wind.
This boat was made with all recycled material and was made without a dumpster, or unlike most traditional ways. And but on this boat, we have different this boat was designed for safety features. So everything that swings back and forth is either protected or will be swinging above your head, so it's not something to be worried about. This boat was built just for safety and meets the Coast Guard regulations to a T.
Okay. Yeah, 'cause I've been on the race boats.
Yeah.
I did the 540 down in Newport once.
Yes.
And I was on one of the chases down there. And these guys are hanging off the side of the boat. These sails are flipping around. But these ones look like, yeah, they're over your head. Well, not you. You eat well up here in Gloucester, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, and let me get this straight. And is this nuts? Are you in high school?
Yes, I actually just graduated 2 weeks ago from high school, and in the next month or so, I will have my 50-ton captain's license.
You have a license to drive?
No, I don't.
So this guy is going to be driving boats before he drives cars.
Boat is able to be chartered to do any type of charter, or on rare occasions, we even do overnight charters on board, but we have what's called private charters where we have small family groups that come out on board.
You can sleep on this boat?
Yeah, we have the ability to have 14 people sleep on board.
Wow. So now when I charter this boat, I can actually sleep on it and make it more of an experience. So now that I come to Gloucester, being Gloucester, I can experience Gloucester from the water and have that, you know, hey, I've actually done it type thing before. It's different when you come in and visit for a day than when you stay in here overnight or you stay out on the water. I think it's a little bit different, you know, and these boats, do they have big rooms? Because like I was on the Constitution and they just had these hammocks.
Hammocks hanging.
Is that what it is? Is hammocks down?
No, we have actual bunks that you can sleep in that have full mattresses that people can use.
It's not pilgrim size, right?
No, these bunks, the bunks were all designed off the tallest crew member, and so all the bunks are 6'5" or bigger.
Wow. So not only that, come down to Gloucester, see the Maritime Museum, go out on the boat, go on one of these schooners, the Ardelle, whatever one you want to go out on, and have the experience of actually living and breathing a lifestyle and being out on the water. That's amazing. AJ, man, thank you so much for your time, brother. Appreciate it. So here we are, Gloucester and Fiesta right down here. We had the carnival that was added a few years ago to bring people down here to the front. Again, it's about the rosary, it's about the seine boat races, it's about the Greasy Pole. But for the kids, all they want to do is go to the carnival. And you know what? I'm still a kid too. And I think I need to get some of that Italian sausage down there. Or maybe some of that fried dough. Because you know what? You're always a kid inside when you go back to these places. So let's get after it. out here right in the middle of it. You get fried dough, Italian sausages. You can, I don't know, with a stuffed animal, take a ride. A lot of people have met their wives here. This is how great it is. It's always something for everyone. Coming down here to the carnival, just have a good time.
I'll have a photo back there, sir. And the other side, and look.
Sure, I guess, yeah. So here we are. Look at that, huh? You got a good shot of that? Well, that's the last one you're gonna see of it. Hasn't changed in 40 years. Love it. It's an incredible week up here in Gloucester, and I can't tell you, I think I've added a few more smile lines to my face and my wrinkles. What a week. Exploring the museums, hanging out at Fiesta, getting a sandwich. It just, everything was amazing, as it always is when I come up here. But hopefully we gave you some tools on how to get around town and plan your own vacation. What does the wandering Bostonian love to do? I love to wander.
He's the king of the mountain.